Hey everybody, welcome back. Now, what do we have here? Now, our good friend, the Lawn Ranger, has started a Give a Knife, Take a Knife 2.0. So in short terms, GAKTAK 2.0. Now, I am the 10th stop on this pass around, and the intention is to give a knife and take a knife. Now, all the knives that you can see on here were not in the beginning. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. The idea behind this is you take one knife out of here, you replace it with another one of equal value or two of equal value, something of that nature. So we're going to do a quick rundown. I'm going to go through what's on the table. There's a couple somewhat honorable mentions that we'll look at that were also tossed in the box, and then we will make the selection. I'm going to pick one of these, and you're going to see what I'm going to add to the box that's going back to the Lawn Ranger. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, so first off, Spyderco pair of 3. This one's an S30V, G10 scales. We'll put that up here. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. As I go through them, I'm going to eliminate the ones that I probably won't pick, and I'll tell you why when I do that. I already have a couple pair of 3s. I don't carry them a lot. As you know, I'm a Benchmade guy. I like this knife. It's well broken in, but it won't make my list. So there'll be a list of a few that I'll wait to make a decision on. Now, this is the Hogue HK Exemplar with the Able Axis lock, and it fits really well in the hand. Composite handle. This one, it's a good knife. Now, I do have one of these. I have reviewed one of these, and this will not make my top choice list. Now, this is a fabulous knife. This is, you saw how snappy that was. It's a Benchmade CLA, Composite Light Auto, black G10 scales, push button auto. This one's in 154 cm, deep pocket carry clip, very, very thin, a very, very good EDC knife. Now, I probably would have put this in my top choice. However, I already have a CLA, so I'm going to put this off to the side. That's going to go back to the Lawn Ranger. Another one that got added to the group, this is the Boost. It's another assist opening, and I really like the Boost. Now, it didn't get as highly rated because it's got two different types of plastic and rubber. This black coating's rubber. This is hard plastic. It's in and out of the pocket really easy. S30V. But for some reason, the assisted knives just don't make people's list a lot. So I already have several Boosts, different colors. I also have the Boost, the 591 with the flat kind of pry bar tip. So we will put that off to the side. Now, another assisted knife that was on here. This one is the Benchmade APB. Now, you guys, this is an older one. It's been discontinued. Look at the gorgeous blue and black G10 scales. It's 154 cm. I have to tell you. Now, the pocket clip's a little beat up. We can get a new one of those. I am liking this one. So this one's going to make my list. It'll be at the top. It's got a dual kind of ambidextrous, release. So you can use it either side. Thumb stud deployment either side. I like this design. So this is going to go up here. This is going to be my list of what to choose from. Now this one's the Alliance Designs Jasmine. A great little knife, Laconico design, G10, M390 blade. It's got a, solid build, as you can see. Liner lock going. I like this one. However, I'm not a fan of the pocket clip. So I'm going to have to put this one off to the side. Now, there's not very many left here, but as we move all the stickers around, that's the fun part. This one, man, this one fires out. This is the Hogue X5, and it's in a flipper, push button release, but it fires out like it's assisted, and you can see the push button. You push it in, give it a little flip, right back. So it fires out like it's assisted, but it's not. Really, really comfortable. It looks, very, very sharp and angled, especially with the, the design of the blade, everything else. the handles and scales, but I like this one. It's got a lock on it, so you can lock it in position. So if you're ever worried about pushing that, it's not gonna, go down and collapse on you. This one is going to be, I mean, look at that deep pocket carry clip. This one's gonna be in my to choose from pile up here. So what do we have next? So next, this one is a Kershaw, and it's the 6031, but it's an Emerson design. It's a really big, really thin frame lock knife. It's got the skull clip on it. All sorts of fun stuff going on. G10 scale on this side. Now to me, this one's way bigger than I would carry for an EDC. It's got the wave design or whatever they got going there. The thumb disc, a little harder for me to open. I think this one needs a little bit of oil, a little bit of love. It's needs a tune-up. But this one will not make my list, but it's a really thin design. So if you like a bigger knife with a thin design, this one's probably right up your alley there. Now, the last two that we have to consider. Now we have the Boker Kalashnikov push button auto. I have a couple of these, so I probably won't be choosing this one. This is an AUS 8. It's got a deep carry clip. If you've never tried one of these before, get one and try it out. I mean, they're great little push buttons. It's one of those things that, if you know, right? I mean, they got all the details on the pivot. And for the design, kind of an FRN plastic scale, but for the design and automatic push button, so it's a really good deal. Now this one's really cool because this is the Kaiser Rogue. And this one has a really cool Warncliffe design, titanium scales with like the relief cut in there. It's got S35 VN steel, a little stonewash to it. Got that anodized deep carry pocket clip. Still leaves a little bit sticking out, but I like the design of the clip. Now this is gonna be in the top 3, it looks like. So we're gonna have the Kaiser Rogue. We're gonna have the Hogue X5 flipper. That one just fires out like a rocket. And we're gonna have the Benchmade, the APB. Another one that fires out. So these are the 3 that I'm gonna choose from. Now there were some honorable mentions. There was a fake shark whale knife that was in the mix. It's what you think it is, kind of a little liner frame lock, I guess you could call it a frame lock. Really heavy blade. This is an aftermarket kind of fake, I guess you could say, whale shark. But yeah, anyways, or shark whale, whichever they want to call it. So that one's an honorable mention or dishonorable mention, one of the two. There was another one in there. You can't go wrong with this one, right? It's the Broken Skull Steve Austin edition. Really big cold steel knife in CTS HP, made in Taiwan. This is just a huge knife, backlock design. Definitely needs a tune-up and a little love, but this was another honorable mention that'll be off to the side. And the last one, hopefully you guys saw my my unboxing that I did live, but this is the Threat Response Solutions TRS 5-in-1 EDC knife. And it's got a seatbelt cutter, a window punch. It's got the blade itself. I gotta put it away for safety, It's got a flashlight, which works good just from twisting it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what the party foul. Luckily that didn't break anything. Okay, well, moving on. There's one last thing here. I don't even know what this is. It's a little fire starter flint. So there you go. 5-in-1 TRS, dishonorable mention, but a fun little toy. Well, it's a tool. You could definitely use it. I don't know how long it'll hold up, but it's there for you. So this is the Give a Knife, Take a Knife 2.0. What are my decisions going to be? Man. Titanium, the flipper, or the Benchmade APB. I I mean, you guys know I'm pulling towards this one just from, you know, my habits and the colors I like. That'll probably eliminate the Kaiser Rogue. So I'll put that one to the side. Now we're left with the final two, the Hogue X5 or the Benchmade APV. Man, I almost have to flip a coin. But I think in true fashion, I would love to add that APV to my collection of Benchmade knives. So I'm going to have to do that. And I'm going to have to carry this one and have fun with it. It's a full-sized, assisted deployment Benchmade. So I like it. It's got a little gritty, you know, it's got a lot of use out of it. You can see, so I'll probably take it in for a little spa day. Have a little work done on it, get her tuned back up. Has a nice edge on it, so I think this one originally came from the Lone Ranger, so awesome that he's putting a good edge on it. So I think that's the one I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose that one. This was a really second close choice. The only thing that kept me from it is the flipper portion. I'm not a huge flipper fan. If it had a thumb stud and the button lock, I think I would do that. However, this is designed to be incredibly comfortable, except with my large glove size hand, I found trying this one out, it hits the middle of my pinky right there. So I really feel it right there when I'm gripping down and when I'm cutting with it. So I didn't do any hard cutting, so I can imagine it would just be that much worse. So that's the reason I didn't choose this one, but it is a great knife. So anyways, so that's my choice. Now we get into what am I going to include. So let's put this one up here just for reference so we know which one I chose. Which one did I choose to put into the GAKTAK 2.0? Well, you guys can imagine it's going to be something of a Benchmade, right? So let's do a black class Benchmade. Now I know who this is going to, and that's why I kind of chose this knife. This is a brand new knife, and it's got so many great options. So let's take a look at it. This is the Outlast from Benchmade. Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but it's got a hook on this end, which those hooks are crazy sharp. It's got a window punch, which here's the thing. I've heard a couple people that didn't like the window punch. They ground that off and smoothed it out. Perfect. But the really cool part about this, you have your main blade here, S30V. Now also, this one's a first production run, so brand new first production run knife. I think the Lone Ranger is going to love this one. And here's the reason why. So it's got the axis lock. Now, you can actually, when you break it in, you can end up deploying this one with your middle finger, like Spidey flicking it. But until you break it in to get that deep tint broken in, you got to just pull it out with your other hand. But this has that serrated blade on it in 3V. And it's got that little chisel to it at the front, so you can use it as a scraper, a little bit of a pry going on there as well. And look at that serrated edge. So this is just an awesome tool. Cutting hose, cutting any sort of harder plastic, whatever. And it's locked in and controlled by the same axis lock. So you can see right here, everything that's going on with it. Closes just the same. So I really hope, I really truly hope, and you can get these both out at the same time. It is not recommended by the manufacturer or myself because it is very slicey. However, Lone Ranger, I hope you love this knife. You guys, thanks for watching this one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I chose the right knife for me. Let me know what you would have chosen out of this. I think that's really important. So anyways, you guys, make sure to do something kind for someone. Have an awesome rest of your day. Most importantly, take care.